Yo, what's up, guys? So we back again, fitness, motivation, lifestyle. Yo, another great episode. We're about to bring some really good conversation today. Today we're gonna be talking a little bit about energy, right? We want to talk about energy, how energy kind of plays into life. You know, we've been having some really good energy on the show lately. You know, a lot of really good energy from a lot of the people who've been talking. You know, a lot of guest speakers. I know today we have Jason with me, and we got Mello again. You know, we've been kind of rocking out with these guys the last couple of episodes, and we want to talk about energy, man. So right now, where's your energy at?
I'm very big on energy, right? Like,
but where's yours right now?
I mean, mine is up here, man. I feel good today. It's a great day. Tomorrow's Sunday. We got Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, sir. Memorial Day weekend.
We got some plans for tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's about to be lit.
Ooh, what kind of plans we got for tomorrow, baby? Talk to us.
So we got plans for his baby girl.
You got a baby girl tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow's a great day to have a great day.
Tomorrow's a great day to have a great day.
Today's a great day to have a great day.
Tomorrow's a better day to have a great day with baby girl tomorrow.
Yeah, baby girl. That's the only difference. But talking about energy, man, we really want to get into how do you get hyped for the gym, bro? Like what motivates you when you're in the gym?
Gym energy.
Yeah. What gets you pumped up? What makes you want to push that weight and just go at it? Like,
man, I usually go to the gym like real late at night. Like it's a bad timing for me, but it's the time that I can get in.
Oh, why is it bad timing? Why is it bad timing? What do you mean bad timing? What's that supposed to be bad timing? I never knew it was bad time to go to the gym.
I prefer to just wake up and go.
Keyword preference. Your preference, right?
Yeah.
But it's not bad time. It's your preference, right?
It's a preference.
My man prefer to go to the gym in the morning. He's an early riser. I'm with you.
I'm with you too.
I get it in when I can, and I've been working all day, and I gotta get in that mindset, and when I need to go there, get in that zone, I put on some rock music, and it just gets me going, man. I just look at the mirror.
Oh, what's that song that you told me to put on? Heart of a...
Kickstart My Heart.
Kickstart My Heart.
Kickstart My Heart.
Man, I put my beats on, I look in the mirror, and I'm him.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
That's how I've gotten some of my best workouts.
So music is a key factor in you getting.
I get in that zone, and then I just push myself as hard as I can and just try to better myself. I want to ask about you because I know you got an interesting playlist.
My playlist really vary on depending how I wake up, my moods those days.
Well, we talk about energy moods. My man mentioned the keyword my moods.
My moods. So they vary, right? Like I have my genre of music varies wildly, and I'm about to go through it real quick with you. I'm gonna go on my phone, hop on this playlist. But just off the top, because I know this is what he wants me to say. Yes, I listen to Sia. Sia go hard, and Elastic Heart is my favorite song. Sia go hard. All right, so look, we got Sia, top two right there. The Weeknd go hard.
The Weeknd go hard. No doubt about that. You can't have the gym playlist without having the Weeknd.
And honestly, I think it's just the artistic vibes. Like when she hit those high pitched notes and that artistic music, like that gets to me. I feel like I just have an artistic ear, and that's what motivates me. Just the vibes of how the song goes, the lyrics, how it all ties together. That gets me going. But sometimes I listen to just beats. Like EDM music, that gets me like, that gets me turned up.
I like listening to EDM.
Alright, P, what you listen to? Because I know you listen to a little bit of things that I listen to too. I know you like Sia.
So hold on a second. I want to back up for a second because my man just made a really good point, right? So if I'm hearing you correctly, right, what you're saying is that you listen to music that brings you to an emotional place while you're working out.
Definitely, because I be vibing.
So hold on. So you're trying to tell me that you're an emotional man, right?
And I wear it on my sleeve.
And he wears it on his sleeve,
Literally.
Wears it on his sleeve.
Literally, right there.
He's an emotional man. And there's nothing wrong with being an emotional man. But I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit more hardcore when it comes to my workouts. When I go work out, I want to hear some shit that's gonna make my blood fucking dry. I want that shit to... I want to be like...
Turn into the animal.
I'm going at. That's what I want. I want to be doing that, right? I want to be going like that. So my playlist kind of consists of like Linkin Park,
Man, I got that playlist too.
Linkin Park, Alien Ant Farm, for example, right? Like stuff like that, stuff like listen to like Green Day, for example. Green Day, the old punk rock, right? That's the stuff I like to listen to because that stuff like really turns you up, and that gets you going. You know, it gets you going. Like it gets you in a happy mood, and that's what I want. When
I like that song, "Animal I Become."
Animal I Become. There you go. There you go.
That makes me a
There
beast.
you go. There you go. But my favorite for working out, my favorite songs for working out, if I'm keeping it real with you, is like, you know, Toxicity, stuff like Toxicity from System of a Down. You know, I listen to a lot of rock when it comes to the gym, because that stuff, when you listen to it, it kind of drives you. I don't know, like you feel it, right? You can feel the beat, you can feel the music, and it makes you want to go harder. Just a small little, you know, sample of what I do or what I listen to. On a lighter note, right? I do listen to some light music, like Jay was just talking, right? Some, you know, sensual stuff, right? Right? We there, right? You know, it be lit. I do listen to some of that stuff. And I listen because, you know, like, listen, like sometimes you're about to hit the cardio, right? You're about to get on your cardio, do Stairmaster or something, you know, and you want to jump on that for a second. So you pop that in, and it just takes you into that mellow zone, and you're just in your zone. You don't even realize you're doing the cardio before you're even done. It's over. You're ready to leave. That's
how I be feeling with Kid Cudi, bro. Kid
Cudi. Yeah. Night and day.
Yeah, day and night.
That's the old song. I remember that song. I was in Canada when that song came out. I remember that song. But yo, throw that in there. Yo, but word up, man. But for real, you know, stuff that I also like some rap, you know, like I like to listen to like the old, like the Biggie. I like to listen to like, you know, like the old Biggie, you know, Juicy, you know,
Lil Baby go
you know,
crazy.
I like to listen to that. You know, I listen to Biggie. You know, Lil Baby's hard. He go hard too. I listen to that. I listen to Biggie. You know, I take it back to Eminem, right? I listen to Eminem. Yeah. You know, Slim Shady. You know, listen to that. That album was sick.
What's that song that go hard by Eminem? That
8 Mile.
That's that workout song. Till I collapse, I'm feeling that song go hard.
Yo, listen, Eminem is just Eminem. You can't go wrong with that, right? Eminem, you can't go wrong with him, right? He's got some really good tunes, and I listen to him a lot. Also, my man Kanye, yo. Kanye, you cannot go to the gym without listening to Kanye. If you don't listen to Kanye, go to the gym.
Matter of fact, my favorite song from Kanye that I listen to is FML.
FML. There you go.
Literally,
yo, you cannot go to the gym and tell me you don't listen to some Kanye. Kanye. He got it going on. That's it. He's got it going on. Man. That's my dude.
I've been relating to him since.
You can't. And that's the reason why. Because like Kanye plays. I think his music is more from an emotional side, right?
I just feel like he don't care. Like he just do it. Like he don't care.
He's just
himself.
Yeah, he's just himself. Exactly. And that's why he doesn't care. That's why he don't care. Now it appears that he doesn't care because he's just himself. He just does what he does, and he's just good at it.
And he's always believed in himself. Like he had people recording him when he was young, cause he knew he was him.
You saw the documentary?
Nah, I ain't seen the documentary, but I know he him.
Yo, this goes into that topic of that conversation we had a couple of weeks ago about identity. You know, identifying who you are and being true to yourself, and knowing who you are from that point. I think that's really important. On another side, my man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I know you Dominican, bro, so I know what time it is. Now, yo, listen, yo, I be grinding, I'll be bumping I'll be bumping to my Bad Buddy, my boy Bad Buddy. I'll be on that Bad Buddy. Listen, another lit album to listen to is, you know, Bad Bunny. He's got, you know, a couple of them out there. Listen to another great artist, you know, listen to him, you know, when you work out.
Even album out.
He's got an album.
That made me want to work out. That made me want to go to the beach.
Bad Bunny's new album is really good, man. He's got a really good song on there. It's called Yo No Soy Celoso, and that's it's a really good song. And you know, a lot of people know that one, and everybody's out there, you know, grinding to that right now. You know, it's got some other really good ones on there, but yo, that's where the vibe is at. You know, you gotta go to the gym ready to work out. The way you get ready is to that, right? Now the question is, how does all this, you know, getting that positive energy there, how do you take that out of the gym? Does it just stop there when you're done listening to the music, right? That's the question. When you go to the gym, you work out, you get it out of you. Does it just stop there? Does it just end there? What happens when you go home?
I mean, in my personal opinion, I just feel like after I get my workout in, like I feel great because I'm just like, damn, I just got a little better today, right? I got a little stronger. I'm gonna look a little better. Even if the day sucked, I'm still getting better. And so when I get home, I'm just like, I accomplished something, right? I love working out. I have a big passion for working out. And so getting it in at the gym and then coming home, I still have that energy because now I come home, I'm like, yo, I feel great. I'm about to cook it up, and I love cooking. I'll be in my zone. Then you get into a nice shower because I work out late too. So once I get home, I just cook, I shower, and I'm ready for bed, man.
So what happens next? The next day, right? So I'm glad you said that, right? Because now what happens the next day now, right? So you had a great workout the night before. You had your tunes and your vibes on, your jams on, right? And you got the vibe going. And now you got to go through the next day, right? You just left all your cares and worries off to the side at the gym because the gym was the place where you let it all out, right? Now what happens the next day? How do you maintain that energy? How do you carry that through?
I mean, as far as for me, my biggest thing, like I said before, is I'm getting a little better through the gym, right? So when I wake up in the morning, my whole intrinsic side of me is just get better, get to the grind, get to the hustle, do what you gotta do, get better for tomorrow. It doesn't have to be physically, but it could be mentally. You prepared for tomorrow. So that's how I see it. So that's how I stay motivated.
So again, your motivation it comes from an intrinsic factor,
self-motivation.
It's self-motivation, and I think that's the key, right? I think you got to build to that. You got to work to that, right? I think that motivation has to come out of something that drives you to get to that point. And for me, I know the biggest thing for me is to always try to maintain an intrinsic motivation, right? Like my motivations a lot of times are driven by my own desires to see other people do well, And so because of that, I wake up every day because I want to see my people do well. I go to work for them. I go to work because it's a service-based business I'm in. And because I love to service these people, I'm going in to see them smile. I want to see you smile, happy, lose weight, get into your gym and come back and see me and be like, yo, I did it, I got it. So for me, that's my energy point, I think it's a mental thing, it's a focus thing. You got to set yourself up to that. But I do believe that the gym does help you. The gym is a major stress reliever when it comes to just the rigors of everyday life. The stress of everyday life. It helps.
Yeah.
Get some tunes on and bang it out.
Yeah. Me and Jay talk a lot about. You say it a lot. I'm him or being him, and when you talk about him, you're referring to that person that you want to be and you achieving everything that you thought for yourself. And I can relate to you in the way that like grinding away at that every day helps me, maintain my mood high, maintain my energy high, and being happy,
Yeah.
It's like a sculptor, we have a big block of stone, and you have that image in your mind of what you want it to be, and every day you just chip it away, little by little, little by little.
Get in there.
Perfecting. It's if I'm listening, if I'm hearing both of you guys correctly, it's about perfecting, your image, perfecting who you want to become, perfecting the mold, right? Perfecting the art piece that you eventually will become, right? Like a Michelangelo, right? You want to become a Michelangelo, but you got to work to that, right?
And adding on to that, you sent me a video not too long ago, Paul McCartney, right? He said that they asked him who he wanted to be in the future, 10 years from now. He said, oh, I want to be me 10 years from now. And so then 10 years later, they asked him, who do you want to be? I want to be me 10 years from now. And the idea is you're never going to get there, but the idea of you chasing it is what continuously makes you progress. So Melo's known me for a really long time. So I'm very self-driven. I've always had that idea that I'm going to be great, and it's because I see myself in the future, right? That's why I say him a lot. When I refer to him, it's really just me, my future self. What would him do? What would he do? What would a person in that position do? So that's why I just tailor myself to that. So then when I reach that, I tailor myself to how I would be 10 years from that. Just continuously getting better. And that's what drives me to every day, not just at the gym, but in my lifestyle.
As an intrinsic factor, it's an intrinsic factor. And listen, and there's a lot of studies, a lot of science out there that shows that, music is definitely, a good source of motivation driver, right? It really does and can help drive motivations. It can drive other things too, don't get me wrong, a lot of negatives, but more positive negatives. Because different tones, different beats, different, signals, they actually have an effect on us psychologically, and that's a fact. There's certain brain chemicals that's released as endorphins and different things. it affects us negatively and positively. And I think the key to really understand and to remember is that, you know, we're creatures of habit, right? We don't want to fall back to the same habits all the time. But I think at the same time, the main focus always needs to be on what am I going to do tomorrow? What am I doing tomorrow to make myself better? How am I going to make myself better? And really, what am I going to do to keep my energy high? Or how am I going to keep that energy high? You know, and it should be an intrinsic thing. It should be something what you look at. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, yo, I'm going to keep my energy high today because I know I'm going to be better the next day because I'm going to learn something today that's going to make me better tomorrow. So I think those are the factors, man, and the points we want to kind of be, you know, under and on. But that being said, I want to kind of get back to the music a little bit because we talking about this music topic here. We kind of got off beat for a second here. My man got a J. Cole shirt on right now. You know, my man got that. The Dream Girl tour.
Let me say something. This man loves J. Cole. Cause let me tell you, we were driving to Florida.
Yo, my boy J. Cole. If you're watching this right now, Jay,
for real.
Jay, if you watch this right now, this is your biggest fan right here, bro. You need to get this guy a shout out, bro.
I damn near might be, bro.
I
was at his concert. Front row.
Shout out, bro.
Front row. I saw him live, which was like a real experience.
And it was like the group.
I try not to, but I will catch myself like, that's really J. Cole right there, bro.
Bro, but going back to what I was saying, we were driving to Florida to go to Palm Beach Gardens to see my family. This guy, we're passing North Carolina, he's like, let's go to Fayetteville. I'm like, hell no, bro. I'm not going here, bro. He's like, bro, we're right there. And then you see the sign, Fayetteville, like 2 miles.
It came up like,
and he's like, yo, let's go, bro. I'll drive it. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm not giving you the wheel. And I kept driving because I knew if I switched car seats, we would have been in Fayetteville. We would have been
I got his address, bro. It's 2014 boys. It was dropping.
Yeah, no, we were.
Wow.
It's the album.
That's the album.
Yo, hold up. That's scary, yo. Yo, my man is that's scary, yo.
Everybody know it, bro.
Yo, hold up. You're a serial killer, bro? What's up, bro?
He said it without hesitation. I got his Addy.
2014 boys.
Yo, but word up, man. But yeah, man. I mean, that's what's up, man. I mean, that's your super fan. You know, you're a super fan.
It's a. I'll say, okay, I'm a super fan, but it's just
no wrong.
I've been listening, not at all. I've been listening to him for a long time, and it's somebody that's really motivated me, man. His music has really helped me get through certain times and pushed me to you know want to better myself, be a better version of myself.
Bro, me too. You know I was a big J. Cole fan before.
Of course.
He's back in middle school, bro. The Return of Simba.
Yeah.
I want to be the king. I want to be the king.
Want to be the king?
What he said?
Want to be the king? You want to be the king?
I was like a young prince. I couldn't wait to be the king.
I was like a young prince. Couldn't wait to be the king. Yeah. Well, y'all sitting amongst royalty right here, so let's get it, baby.
I like that.
So yeah, man. So
that goes back to the company that we keep.
So yeah, that's the energy, right? We talk about energy. You know, like we just, it's so funny, man, because you experience things sometimes in the weirdest ways. And, energy is really important, right? The people you keep around you and the energy that they bring and the energy that you bring really can have an impact on, first of all, your mood and the things that actually happens and comes from that and within the next couple of days or, in the next couple of weeks or whatever the case may be, it can have an adverse effect or it can have a positive effect, right? Negative effect or positive effect. I find that energy, if it's presenting, if it's exuded the correct way, it can always have a positive effect, and it always has, it drives intrinsic motivators and drivers, and that's the thing, right? We want to maintain that, and it doesn't mean just saying it. You got to be positive. People sometimes don't realize, man, that. Yo, you ever see let me ask you a question. You ever drive down the street and one time you see somebody driving a car, they look like they angry. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. They like this. They like
funny me.
They like this. And they're driving and you're mad. And you're like, why is this person so angry? It's 8 o'clock in the morning, bro. Like, why are you so angry? That's energy. I mean, there's something that happened or something that's going on that that's driving that person to be. Externally driven, because that's not intrinsic. That's not internal. That cannot be internal. That's something external is causing you to feel that way internally, and that's where it's really at. Once we learn to to block out, and that's what we do in the gym when we go to work out. We block out that, right? All the people when you go to the gym and you get into your zone, you're working out with your music on. All those guys that look great with the nice bodies, you don't pay that shit no mind because you know you're working towards your goal to get like to be where you want to be at. It's not about them anymore, right? But the minute you take that music off, guess what? You're back to reality, right? It's like, damn, dude, yo, he look good. Yo, he look better than me. Fuck, yo. You start beating yourself up. You start beating yourself up because now you're starting to say like, yo, I want to look like that guy and I want to be this. But you don't realize you're already there. It's already in you. You already got it made. You just got to be willing to pull it out and use it. Intrinsic motivating factors to get you to change the lifestyle and to get you to change to become the things that you want through the things you're doing. And that, in this case, is working out. So I think that's what it boils down to, right? Just having a good sense of identity and understanding that energy is major and it flows, right? It flows. Good energy flows. Like Mello, you're a smiler, right? You're the guy that smiles all the time, and that flows. That's cash. That's
great energy, and the people that you keep around you is definitely good energy. Me and Mello been friends since 5th grade. This has been my guy since forever. We've been through hell and back together. Like I would do anything for this guy, and it's because he gives me positive energy. He gives me genuine vibes, and I know if I ever needed something, he would honestly be there for me because he's done it time and time again. He didn't have to come with me to Florida to drive down there. It sucked. It was in my coupe, a 2-door car. This man is 6 foot, 200 something pounds, sitting in the back. He came, and I just needed someone to drive with us because it's a harsh ride. It's like 16 hours nonstop, and he did it on short notice. I told him that same week, and he came with me. So I wouldn't trade this guy for anything. He's positive vibes, and I love the energy that I keep around me.
Man, I enjoyed that trip. I had a great time. I enjoyed being with you and your family, man. You guys are great people. And
this guy spends Christmas for me too, man. Like, yo, he be spending Christmas.
We had, man.
Yo, hold on. I'm gonna say something. This is getting kind of sentimental. I'm gonna have to step out and let y'all.
Nah, this is my guy. This is my guy.
Yeah, man. But this is a prime example. I think our friendship, man. Like we really enjoy the energy that we give each other, and we really push each other forward and help each other to be better. And we try to keep good people around us. Like we've had friends in our circle that we're like, hey man, you gotta get your shit together, or we're not gonna hang out with you.
Nah, word up. I think that's all of us, right?
Yeah.
I think we've all had people like that, right? I mean, I know I got some people like that. I'll be like, yo, I don't say it like that. I just be like, yo, deuces, peace. You know, I just cut you. I'm the kind of guy, I'll give you enough rope to hang yourself. I love that, right? I'm gonna provide you with enough rope so you can hang yourself, because most people don't realize that where they think they're taking advantage of you or that they're bringing you down, really they're not. They're bringing themselves down, because in everything they do, you may see it as a learning experience and you're learning from that. So you're learning what not to do with them the next time. They're giving you the insight as to who they really are and what not to do with them at all. So that being said, you know, for me, it's another factor that I like to utilize, and again, you know, I use that to really, you know, cut the ties. You know, sometimes you got to just cut it, because some people are not worth your time, bro. They're just not worth it, and then somebody's got to cut the ties. So, you know, again, energy is major, it's big, it's a big factor for me, and you know, that's why I keep these guys around, and you know, that's why I always try to make sure that when we're at the gym, we got a tight circle of people who, again, tight circle people who really can drive each other. You know, when you're on that last rep and you're about to be out,
stop playing with
that's my saying, bro. That's my saying, yo, bro. Stop playing with the weights, bro. Stop playing with the weights, bro. But no, that's what it is. You know, we don't want people to be. You know, I don't want nobody to be. You know, I don't want to see people fail. I actually take pleasure from seeing success in people. You know. And again, we talked about success. What again is success, Jay? What's the definition of success?
Success, I got you.
Is the realization of a worthy ideal or idea, right? And that being said, that is the true meaning of success. Success is the realization of a worthy ideal or idea that is then implemented based on the plan, right? And that is it. Realization means you set it up, and that's where you're successful. The minute you plan it, you're successful, and that's the key. So, you know, for me, you know, we've been planning to do some things for a long time. This is one of the things we plan to do. We're getting it done, and we're here. You know, and we're here. We can't shy away from that.
Yeah, that's it. We're here.
Yeah, got it going. You know, everything starts off as an idea, man, and not a lot of people make that first step. So I'm glad you guys are here. You guys are taking that step.
And you here with us, bro.
I'm here with you.
Yep, here we go with that sentimental shit again.
It's love. It's love.
No, it's all good. We got
Cut the cameras. Let me hug my boy.
Oh yeah. But it's all about love. So for you guys out there, I mean, you know, what are we really talking about, right? And how does this really relate to you? This relates to you, man. Look, at the end of the day, you know, your energy, the people you surround yourself with, yo, when you find yourself in that situation where you want to give up, don't give up. You know, keep the energy high. You know what I mean? Just keep yourselves just focused on things. You know, at work, you know, there's a constant theme that we have at work. We have group chats and stuff like that. And the reason why we do that is really keep the energy high. We want to keep the energy high. We want to keep people motivated, even when we know that a lot of times, you know, they're not motivated. You still want to keep them motivated because the positivity that comes out of that, you know, determines the altitude of where they end up, right? So this is saying, you know, your attitude determines your altitude, right? You know, you'll go as high as your attitude, as high as your attitude is, right? So if your attitude is high, which means your attitude is positive, it's always, you know, at the forefront of everything, you know, the energy is always good, then your altitude, you're going to get there. You know, it may not be right away when you want, but you're going to get there eventually. There's no way you cannot not get there. So I think that's the key, right? We gotta kind of remember that, you know, keep yourselves always focused on what you want. Desires are simply desires, they're just thoughts. But you have to materialize those thoughts by taking action. Implementing the things that you want, implementing your abilities to get to those things, and you know, and you do that by you know, channeling, you know, the inner you, the intrinsic motivators and factors. So I think that we all have, a story to tell when it comes to that. But I want to touch on something real quick, talk about energy. You know, this week the energy in the country has been really low because of some stuff we've been dealing with. We've been dealing with a lot of, you know, unfortunate, you know, situations. You know, to date, we've had more mass shootings in the United States than days in the year so far. It's crazy, right? It's a real subject, and unfortunately, the one thing I do want to touch on is, you know, I want to give my condolences, and I know you guys are with me on that. We want to give our condolences to the families of every individual, you know, every child, every adult who was, you know, who was lost, who was killed in the mass shootings this week in Uvalde, Texas. You know, it was, it's another travesty, and it's something that we got to really address. You know, it's a real subject, it's a real topic, it's something that's happening. This is Memorial Day weekend, and we're mourning with these people during a time where we should be celebrating and remembering. You know, now we're remembering people that died this week in a war that and it is a war. We're fighting a war against, you know, gun violence, you know, and it's crazy. And we really got to do something to really change the tone in this country, so that we're not the face of the world when it comes to these negative events. So again, my hearts, prayers, our hearts and prayers are with you guys down there. And again, you know, we just really want to just keep the tone real here. You know, we're with everyone in the idea that, you know, gun violence is real, and it kills, and it's a problem. So, you know, to everyone down there, you know, Memorial Day weekend 2022 is a rather sad one. It's a time of remembrance, but we do want to just let you guys know that we are with you, and the energy here is for change. So that being said, I want to thank my guys again. I want to thank everybody for always supporting us here at Fitness Motivation Lifestyle. Hashtag, let's not forget that part, the hashtag. You know, because that's really important, you know, that's important. That's the important part of it, right? Hashtag Fitness Motivation Lifestyle. You know, we're trying to help everyone change their lifestyles by motivating you to fitness, inspiring and motivating you to fitness, so that you can ultimately change your lifestyle, get to the things you want to, and ultimately become that person you've always desired to be. Keep the energy high, right? Everything you do, and more importantly, make sure that you keep some tunes on when you go work out.
And then you love the bros.
And you love the bros. Because it's really, that's really what's going to keep you going, right?
If you guys want to see some playlists, let us know. We'll link some playlists
Yo,
for you guys.
make some
I'll
playlists.
send
We're
that
gonna
to
bring it
Sia.
up. We're gonna bring the Sia. We're gonna bring all that stuff up. But listen, but keep it high, keep the motivations high, keep your focus. You're gonna get to whatever goals you put your mind to. Remember, success is the realization of a worthy ideal. Never forget that. And you can only be successful if you plan and start the implementation process. With that being said, I want to thank you guys once again for joining us, and we'll have another episode soon. We have more content coming to you guys live. Once again, thank you.